What's up everyone? Welcome back to another Frankatron video. Today I'm going to be talking about Mephisto and three of the biggest and most important deals he's made in Marvel Comics. You may be wondering, why Mephisto, dude? This is the first Marvel video on the channel. Yeah, I know that. I'm going over Mephisto because he's looking to be a new big bad in the Marvel Universe now that we've seen him in Ironheart. And also because it was recommended by one of my subscribers, Mr. E. Shout out to him. He's also my uncle. Anyways, before I get into the whole dealing with the devil stuff, let's talk about Mephisto and who this evil fella is. Mephisto is a powerful demon dude and is basically Marvel's devil. His first appearance was in Silver Surfer issue 3, where he tries to get the Silver Fella to serve him. Anyways, Mephisto rules over his own dimension, which is called Hell, but don't get it confused, guys. It's just named that. He isn't tied to any religion or anything, but is more so a representation of evil and everything bad. Mephisto feeds on souls and suffering, along with the occasional making deals and bargains with mortals, which often end up not working too well. Manipulation, mind games, and illusions are the tools he uses most often to get what he wants from his targets. He can't die, he can warp reality, he can manipulate souls, he has super strength along with magic energy, and he can shapeshift. So that's the rundown on Mephisto. Now, let's get into the most interesting bargains he's made over the years. Let's start off with arguably the coolest deal in the whole video. Mephisto's deal with Johnny Blaze, aka Ghost Rider. This whole thing happens in Marvel Spotlight issue 5, 1972, which is also Johnny Blaze's first appearance as the legendary Ghost Rider. We see the fearsome fella take down some thugs, then turn back into Johnny, wondering when the other dude will take over again. A flashback explains Johnny's past and leads us to the moment he bargains with Satan. Oh wait, that's just Mephisto. Johnny sought to help Crash Simpson, a father figure to him who was going to die soon. He thought making a deal with the devil could fix all his problems. Johnny tells Mephisto that he will serve him if only he can spare Crash from dying of the disease which would take his life. To this, Mephisto agrees, but tells Johnny he will be back to collect his fee. All appears to be well to Johnny, as a sense of clarity assures him that Crash will live. After this, we see Crash attempt a motorcycle stunt, only to die in a fiery blaze. Johnny is furious and alone until Mephisto appears again to take his payment, Johnny's soul. He tells Johnny that he will now be Mephisto's emissary in the dark hours as the transformation begins, only to be stopped by Johnny's lover, Rocky. Not that one. That one. All is well, right? Wrong. The next night, without Rocky around to keep him safe, Johnny becomes the Ghost Rider. With this, many years of Ghost Rider stories continue, as well as other people taking up the Ghost Rider mantle. This is my favorite of Mephisto's deals because of the outcome, arguably one of Marvel's most well-known and coolest anti-heroes. Our next victim is none other than Victor Von Doom, or Doctor Doom. This takes place in Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom, Triumph and Torment, a cool one-issue comic where Doom and Strange embark on a journey into Mephisto's realm in order to free the soul of Doom's mother from Mephisto's grasp. We see the two meet at a contest of wizards. Strange is skeptical of Doom's intentions and refuses to work with him as he believes he is up to no good. Doom eases the tension by telling Strange his goal, to free his mother's soul. To this, Strange agrees to work with Doom. We see the past where Doom's mother, Cynthia, bargains with Mephisto for power to save her people and her son. She loses control of her power and is killed. Victor's father is also killed, and his grief is turned into rage. We then see Victor grow into the mighty and powerful Doctor Doom. After this, we see Doom training with Strange in order to prepare for their quest, growing his mystical arts and sorcery, as well as his technological power to match Strange. Finally, the two set off for Mephisto's realm, fighting the demons that live there, only to be greeted by the devil himself. Doom demands a battle to free his mother's soul from Mephisto, which Mephisto laughs off. We then see Doom and Strange face many challenges that are thrown at them by Mephisto, until Doom finally reaches him. Mephisto toys with Doom, tempting him with his mother's soul, stating that Doom can have it if he gives Mephisto what he wants. What does he want? He wants Doctor Strange, whom Doctor Doom delivers in order to get his mother back. Cynthia realizes what his son has done as Doom tries to take her back to Earth, only for her to resist. She then returns herself to Mephisto, leaving Doom on the ground, begging for his mother. The two doctors then take on Mephisto. Mystical energy blasts coming from both, flames bursting from Mephisto, only for Mephisto to grow stronger. Finally, Strange uses Cynthia to blast Mephisto with a soul redeemed, and with that, Mephisto is defeated and sends the two back to their realm. Doom tells Strange he no longer needs his assistance as he has freed his mother's soul of Mephisto. The comic ends with Doom aura farming as per freaking usual. This comic is very touching and exciting as the story is well written and Doom's intentions aren't his usual sinister plans. And we actually get a somewhat happy ending, which can't be said for the next bargain on our list. Now we have everyone's favorite wall crawler, Spider-Man. Yes, Peter Parker made a deal with the devil, but for good reason, at a great cost. This happens in The Amazing Spider-Man issue 545, the fourth part of the four-part series One More Day. We see Aunt May flatlining as Mephisto tells Peter he can either lose his marriage or his aunt. Then, Peter wakes up in an empty bed. No MJ. He finds her, and they both discuss their situation. Maybe it is Aunt May's time. Peter says no, only because he is the reason she is dying. Both MJ and Peter aren't taking the situation well. Tensions are rising, stakes are at an all-time high. What will be their decision? As the couple embrace each other and think of a solution, Mephisto makes his grand entrance. He explains the deal to the two. If they give up their marriage, having it removed from the timeline, Aunt May will live. Mephisto then adds to the deal, having everyone forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, which seals the deal for MJ, but not Peter. We then see MJ ask Mephisto to give Peter happiness in exchange for something secret only between MJ and the devil himself. Finally, Peter agrees to the deal, which then leads to Mephisto putting on a show and presenting the child that the couple would have had they not given up their marriage. This sends Peter into a rage, but MJ holds him back and the two share their final moments together, promising to find their way back to each other somehow. After their final kiss, we see Peter waking up in what seems to be a different life than what he once had. One where Aunt May is happy and healthy, one without his MJ. This deal was really 50-50. You win some, you lose some. But honestly, at least to me, it was a loss either way. Good thing Peter and MJ don't know this. The only person who knows what truly went down is none other than the manipulating Mephisto. Boom! There you have it. 3 of the most important deals or bargains, whatever you want to call it, made by Mephisto in Marvel Comics. Each of these stories shows just how dangerous and scary Marvel's devil is. Not just because of the power he wields, but also because he knows exactly what to give and exactly what to take. Hopefully the MCU does something crazy and interesting with him. Who knows? Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be alerted when the next geeky video drops. Also, don't forget to let me know how I did or any requests you want down in the comments. Thanks again to Mr. E for this video idea. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for the support, Hunk. I also wanted to let y'all know that I have an Instagram account and a TikTok account now, so feel free to go check those out and support those too. Frankatron signing out. Love you guys.